Can we for 1 second stop calling people broke boys, or maybe, just maybe, not be so condescending towards those who can't afford them? I remember when AirPods first came out, you got roasted on for having basically 2 antennas jutting out of your ears, whereas now they've become something like a status symbol. Like, if you have AirPods, you're rich, but if you have the AirPods Pro, then you're big rich. Makes no sense. But Samsung decided to throw their own version of AirPods into the mix about a year ago, but in typical Apple fanboy fashion, nobody really cared. Well, this is precisely why I made this video, because Samsung's Galaxy Buds have been thrown into the shadows and forgotten about. I get asked all the time about headphones, and in an increasingly wireless world, I get asked a lot which are the best wireless buds on the market. With so many options to choose from, ranging from Beats, Power Beats, AirPods, AirPods Pro, Galaxy Buds, the list goes on. Which are the best? Truth be told, there's not a straight up answer for that, since sound is super subjective to everyone, but at least in this video, we'll be comparing Apple's AirPods 2 versus their biggest direct competitor, the Galaxy Buds. And yes, you can use them interchangeably, meaning you can use the Galaxy Buds on iPhone and vice versa. So if you're unsure as to whether AirPods are all clout, or maybe you've never heard of Galaxy Buds before in your life, we're going to take a deeper look at the pros and cons of each. So what are we waiting for? Let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. AirPods 2 and the Galaxy Buds. So right away, you'll notice both have a drastically different approach to presentation and overall form factor. The AirPods have a one-size-fits-all approach and have this large protruding stem which houses the batteries. The Galaxy Buds, on the other hand, are way more subtle, having more of an in-ear style design with customizable tips to accommodate different ear sizes, and for the most part can be completely hidden from view if you have a hoodie on or if you get your hair to cover them. The AirPods come in, sadly, only one color, despite the countless decades, even centuries of rumors that we'd eventually have a black option for these directly from Apple. I know there are a bunch of companies that can essentially skin your AirPods or give them a nice paint job, but nothing first party. So you're stuck with white, and at times, I'm not the biggest fan. We're all human, and let's face it, sometimes we get earwax or other bodily fluids to get trapped in those hard to reach places, so it can make them look really dirty and filthy if you're not on top of your game and clean them often. The Galaxy Buds come in a variety of colors, including black, which is what I have here, white, silver, and interestingly, this super bright yellow color. The AirPods come in 2 different pricings. For $199, you get the AirPods with the wireless charging case. I know, $200 for headphones is a ton of money. I remember back in the day where headphones were priced at $20, $50 max for top tier headphones at Radio Shack, but alas, those times are forever gone. You can opt for the cheaper option if wireless charging isn't a big deal for you though, in which case they'll set you back $159 and you'll have to recharge the case the old traditional way, with the wire. The Galaxy Buds retail for $129, but Samsung regularly discounts them or has them heavily discounted if you bundle them in when purchasing a phone or other device from them. So in terms of price, the Galaxy Buds catch a dub here, as it isn't that big of an L to take for some stupid wireless buds that are super easy to lose. Which brings me to my next point. When AirPods first were released, everyone made memes and said you'd be losing the buds everywhere, but let me tell you, when you're paying $200 for your AirPods, man, you protect those suckers with your life. I've only had one friend accidentally leave them in his jeans and wash them, and rest assured, yes, I called him an idiot, but most AirPod owners are pretty meticulous in keeping up with their beloved buds. The AirPods case is your iconic white little box, kinda looks like floss if you ask me, whereas your Galaxy Buds case is more elongated, being more reminiscent of a pill shape. Both are palmable and both are super easy to stow away just about anywhere, whether it's in your jeans pocket, your book bag, or even your bra. Don't ask how I know the last one. I just remember seeing some lady take out her AirPods case from her bra at Walmart. It was really gross. I don't know, people are just weird. With them being so easy to carry anywhere, it also makes them very easy to charge, since both of these have wireless charging capabilities. Just plop them onto your wireless charger for a good 30 minutes and they'll be able to survive a pretty long time. How long, you might be asking? Man, see, I got you covered. Check this out. The Galaxy Buds have an edge over the AirPods in that the Buds have a single-use battery advantage over the AirPods. What do I mean by that? The Galaxy Buds have 6 hours of battery life built into the Buds themselves, as opposed to 5 hours the AirPods can crank out. But the AirPods are arguably the better choice for me, since the AirPods case then provides an additional 20 hours of additional battery, while the Galaxy Buds only provide an additional 7 hours. So doing some strict math and not taking into account the battery degrading from non-use over the course of say a week, or until you recharge the cases, the AirPods are able to attain a combined 25 or so hours from the AirPods Plus case, while the Galaxy Buds provide roughly 13 hours. A huge determining factor for many, including myself, especially when you'll be far away from a charger. Relying on the extra juice from the case is a deal breaker for me. For instances where I'm traveling and have a couple of layovers, you want to know that your Bluetooth headphones will last you as long as possible, and best case scenario, have enough juice to last you the entirety of your trip. I find I have to charge on my AirPods case about every week or so, but the Galaxy Buds needed to be charged more often. In my case, it was about every third day, which kinda sucked. In terms of features, they both largely offer just about the same with a few deviations here and there. For one, the setup process is extremely simple on both. If using their respective smartphone counterparts, for example your iPhone with your AirPods or your Galaxy Buds to your S20, then setup is a breeze. You simply get your case in close proximity to your phone, open up the case, and a message automatically prompts you to sync the headphones to the phone. The AirPods, I believe, only take one press and they're hooked up, whereas the Galaxy Buds have a few additional screens, like permission to access the microphone. The H1 chip found inside the AirPods does set this apart in this category, as the connection via Bluetooth on them is extremely reliable. You see, the H1 chip aids in certain features of the AirPods, such as hands-free Siri access, and also to intelligently manage battery life whether on the phone or just enjoying your music, and being on the phone notoriously drains battery on both. The H1 chip also does other things like canceling out ambient noise much better for better microphone quality, but keep in mind, these are not the pros and they do not feature ANC or active noise cancellation, nor do the Galaxy Buds for that matter, but I feel the Galaxy Buds do a much better job at canceling ambient noise thanks to that in-ear style design. The AirPods have been notorious for being a hit or miss among consumers because of that universal fit design. For many, the AirPods end up falling off extremely easily, or others find them too cumbersome to keep in for extended periods of time because of the fit. The Galaxy Buds not only have the customizable tips, but the seal it makes on your ear makes it have almost like a fake ANC type of feeling to them, where the ambient noise is much quieter, thus making sound leakage less of a factor. You can crank up your tunes much louder on your Galaxy Buds and be more confident that the old lady sitting next to you on the bus won't think of you as a devil worshiper while rocking out to that Slipknot. But in terms of customization, their AirPods don't offer much, while the Galaxy Buds have a dedicated app to adjust higher bass levels, or pretty much just mess with the equalizer to tailor your listening experience to your liking. All the AirPods offer under the hidden Bluetooth menu, if you click on that eye next to them, is the ability to change the name of the AirPods and also adjust what setting you want when you double tap on them, whether that be to play or pause or activate Siri. It's not at all exciting, and I wish Apple could implement something like what Samsung did in the near future, because come on man, sometimes you want vocals to be at the forefront, whereas other songs or styles of music call for richer and thicker bass. But loads and loads of bass isn't what you'll get here. These aren't going to give you superb studio quality like some of Bose's offerings, nor will it give you sound close to one of Apple's top tier over-ear headphones like the Beats Studio, which for me, in my opinion, are the best offering Apple has in terms of audio quality at the moment. A lot of people will even say that the AirPods have zero distinction when you compare them to the standard earpods that come with every iPhone purchase. This isn't exactly the case though, since some teardown videos show that the speaker cone is not only a better quality, but is slightly larger than the regular corded earpods. This enables them to have an edge in overall sound quality, but still nothing that I'd say are worth $200 based off of sound alone. The Galaxy Buds and the AirPods end up sounding pretty similar, with everything being somewhat balanced out. I listen to a lot of heavy metal, so luckily for me, bass and treble isn't exactly a huge priority. Instead, I prefer a more balanced out sound, that way I can hear the pounding of the snare. the fat bass, the wah from the guitars, and of course to have the vocals at the forefront of my music. This is why both these two do a decent job for me, but my audio needs will differ drastically from, say, your neighborhood SoundCloud rapper who wants the bass to rattle your skull every time they try to show you their newest track they dropped 3 weeks ago that has exactly zero heat. Again, this aspect of headphones is very subjective and impossible to demonstrate with pinpoint accuracy over a YouTube video. I will say this though. The sound leakage on the regular AirPods can be a bit cumbersome. I tend to never take my AirPods to the gym because, as gross as it sounds, the sweat makes the AirPods somewhat slide out. Not entirely, but enough for me to be able to hear every roidhead's grunts. It's so annoying. The Galaxy Buds, at least with their more in-ear style, creates kind of a seal and thus makes the music not only sound more clear, but louder, since much of the ambient noise in louder environments like airports or a bus intersection are neutralized thanks to that seal the earbuds make with your ear. Oh, and one last thing before I summarize everything. The microphone quality on the Galaxy Buds is complete trash. It sounds like you're speaking into an aluminum can. It's really echoey and does a horrible job at making voices sound normal. Instead, you really do sound like you're in a cave or at least talking through a radio. The AirPods microphone quality is vastly superior and in part could be thanks to the H1 chip, but don't think these are studio quality microphones. So if making regular phone calls while having earbuds in is a big concern for you, I think the AirPods is the way to go. Just have a listen.
Okay, so this is how the Galaxy Buds sound. Yes, I know they sound really, really bad. As a matter of fact, I think my mom's Nokia from way back in the day, from the early 2000s, sounds better than this. You see what I mean from that echoey sound? It really sounds like I'm really far away from the phone. And then this is how the AirPods 2 sound. Now, it could be one of two things. Of course, I think it's the H1 chip that's really helping out here, but I feel that that stem being much closer to your mouth enables the voice to actually be portrayed more human-like, and it doesn't sound so much like I'm speaking from a radio. It actually sounds like, I'm speaking to you in person. But let me know what you guys think. I definitely like the sound of the AirPods much, much better over the Galaxy Buds, so they do have an edge there.
So overall, which do I think are better? Well, you're going to hate me for this since I'm going to be all over the place with this answer, but allow me to elaborate. I think these are perfect accessories for their respective smartphone counterparts, i.e. if you have AirPods, they go great with iPhones and vice versa. Of course, they both work interchangeably, but still, having that first-party accessory tied to its respective company's smartphone will yield more reliable results. But if you don't care about brand loyalty and just want the best of the best for your money, man, it's a hard one. I'd have to give the slight edge to the Galaxy Buds though, but just barely by a hair. My reasoning is that the in-ear style design of these buds creates a richer listening experience, but is really similar, if not better, than the AirPods, and after all, isn't that what the majority of people buy headphones for? Additionally, the lower cost of the Galaxy Buds normally being found on sale or at a discount at or slightly above the $100 mark saves you some dough in the process, and who doesn't love to save money? Along with them also being more stylish and not having these white antennas protruding from your ear makes them go with your fit better in case you're concerned about the weekend drip. Although it may backfire on you because if it ain't AirPods, then you're broke, and some people just don't speak broke. It's a sad world out there, man, honestly. However, if that microphone quality is a deal breaker for you and you're on FaceTime a lot or making voice recordings or just plain being on the phone a lot, I think the AirPods will be a much better option, especially with that longer battery life the case provides. For me, so long as I can get through 2 or 3 days without charging, I'm happy, but I know a lot of you guys have your earbuds in all day, every day, in which case the longer battery the AirPods case provides may be your determining factor. In any case, those were my thoughts, guys. I think the Galaxy Buds need more attention as they are a great option for many casual listeners who don't want to pay the Apple tax. But let me know what you think in the comments below. But on a real talk level, what do you guys think about this whole brand loyalty with AirPods equating into a status symbol? Let me know, guys, and I can't wait to catch you on my next video. Peace.